One of the most enigmatic figures, as told in Mahabharata, is that of Rishi Mudgala. Mudgala practiced severe asceticism and used to cook rice after collecting the leftover paddy in the fields. And with such rice and ghee, he used to perform homa to the gods, who would be very pleased with his offerings daily. It is said Rishi Mudgala was fasting for 2 weeks in a row and used to have food only on Amavase and Hunnime. It is a different matter that we can't even do fasting on a Ekadashi day itself. He was always engaged and engrossed in meditation. Even on full moon day or new moon day, after preparing the sattvic food, he first used to offer them to all the guests in his ashram, and then only whatever is left he used to eat. When life was going on like this, as it happens now and then to all of us, there is turbulence in our lives. So also there was a turbulence in Rishi Mudgala's life. What was that? This was caused by the visit of Rishi Durwasa. For those of you who are not aware, Rishi Durvasa, though highly revered and learned, was known for his erratic behavior, uncontrolled temper, and for heaping curses whenever he was displeased. He came on one full moon day at lunchtime to the ashram of sage Mudgala, and after receiving the hospitality by eating his fill, he saw there was some leftovers in the kitchen, and he took that food and smeared on his body, ensuring that there was no food left for sage Mudgala. See, some of the sages and the teachers and great souls act in a way which is not understood by ordinary people like us. Anyway, as the story goes, Rishi Mudgala maintained his composure. Again, after a few days, on a new moon day, the same was repeated. This happened quite a number of times, and each time Rishi Durvasa, after eating food, smeared the leftover food onto his body and left. When this eccentric behavior of Rishi Durvasa did not rattle Mudgala, Rishi Durvasa was very pleased with the behavior and composure of Mudgala, and he blessed Rishi Mudgala to ascend to the heavens in his physical body itself, to the Swargaloka. Accordingly, a messenger or a demigod came from the heavens and requested Rishi Mudgala to ascend his Pushpaka Vimana so that he can take the Rishi to the heavens or Swargaloka. Before climbing, Rishi Mudgala questions the demigod about the advantages and disadvantages of being in heavens or Swargaloka, for which the demigod lists some interesting aspects of the nature of heaven or the Swargaloka. The demigod says there is no aging process, there is no hunger, no thirst, and there is no night in Swargaloka. And out of all the 6 negative qualities which humans have on earth, like kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, and matsarya, only matsarya or jealousy or envy only subsists in Swargaloka. None of the other negative qualities are experienced in heaven. On the disadvantages of being in Swargaloka, the demigod goes on to explain that once you ascend to the heaven or in the Swargaloka, whatever punya you have earned on the earth, that will get expended or spent. And once that is spent, the person will fall back on the earth. So, Swargaloka is only for spending the earned punya. And you cannot earn punya or do good deeds in Swargaloka. So this is the disadvantage. When you are in Swargaloka, you do not know the balance of your punya which is available in your account, so to say. Once the accounts gets zero, suddenly from that high pedestal, you will fall back to the earth. Again, you have to earn punya on the earth, and once it accumulates to a certain quantity or amount or whatever you call it, again you can go to Swarga. Again you spend there, again you come back. Once it is spent, you come back to the earth. This goes on for on and on forever. And Rishi Mudgala ponders for a long time and finally says, I am not interested in a place where I cannot earn further punya. While on earth I can accumulate more punya, of what use is then this punya which I earn with such severe penances here if it is only for the enjoyment and again I come back to the earth? Is there a place or a loka where I can go through my punya and stay there without returning back to earth? For which the demigod replies, yes, if you earn enormous punya here on earth, then you can go to Satyaloka or Vishnu Loka or Vaikuntha Loka, where there are no negative qualities. Life is immortal and you are perpetually in eternal bliss and freed from the cycle of birth, death, rebirth, and so on. Hearing this, Rishi Mudgala tells the demigod to return back to the heavens without him. He says he will not climb the Pushpaka Vimana. He says he will stay back on the earth and involve in more severe penances, aiming only for the Vishnu Loka. While on this, in many scriptures, various methodologies are prescribed when, if done on earth, it is believed that they will be released from the bondage of rebirth. While talking to one of my relations, when I suggested that he do a particular sadhana to overcome the cycle of birth, death, rebirth, imagine that the person told again and again he would like to be born on earth to enjoy the material life. Dharma or Adhyatma is not for such persons. Stay tuned to this channel until next time in order to understand the depths of human knowledge as per our Sanatana Dharma. Thank you.